Are you taking the train?
Still won't stop the chaos.
The warring is
The chaos appears in my
It feels very somber here today.
I'll release your soul.
Tears are priceless.
This is Luxarian's very own South Station. The trains here can take you to either of two locations, the Wildlands or the Dead Dunes. The Wildlands is a vast expanse of nature, green as far as the eye can see. In the Dead Dunes, you won't find much besides sand. However, many venture out there in hopes of finding great treasure buried deep in the ruins. If you're looking to travel to the city of Yusnan, I'm afraid you'll have to use the other station. Please head to Luxarian's North Station and board the train there. Don't forget to buy a ticket.
This stops the Wildlands. Passengers for the Dead Dunes and Luxarian South Station, please board now. Thank you.
So this is the last surviving wilderness.
It's the world as it once was. Nature's last stand. Wild beasts still live and die here as they always have. It's raw in nature, red in tooth and claw, and the chaos here is just as dangerous. The people who live out here are not like the city dwellers. They're different. They don't follow the teachings of the Order. And they don't want to rely on handouts either, so they strive to live off the land.
A refuge for those who refuse to be tamed. Is that it?
Light!
The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead, whence the chaos flows. Here you will meet the servant of fate, adorned with feathers of white. The angel of Valhalla.
Light? What just happened?
I heard a voice. It said that I've been led here, and I'm supposed to meet someone. The angel of Valhalla.
What kind of voice? I didn't pick anything up on this end.
A young girl, but I don't think she's close. It was more like she was speaking from the chaos itself.
I just ran a search on this angel person, but it came up blank. Maybe you should ask the locals.
Yeah? What do you want?
I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of someone called the Angel of Valhalla?
Hey, you must be new to these parts. There's not a man or woman here that doesn't know the angel.
The Angel of Valhalla isn't a person. It's a legendary chocobo, covered in feathers as white as the clouds. It's the sacred bird that only appears at the end of the world.
So it's a local legend then.
Yeah, a legend. At least that's what it used to be. But in recent times, many folk have seen the bird with their own two eyes. A lot of us are thinking maybe that story is true.
Maybe it is, but Dr. Ghazal has been after it for years, and he still doesn't have proof that the beast is the one from legend.
Dr. Ghazal? Who would that be?
The famous veterinarian, of course. A prickly character with the temper of a behemoth. But he loves his chocobos. When it comes to the angel, he's the leading expert in all of the wildlands.
The doctor lives up the road a bit, in the village of Canopus Farms. If you catch him in a good mood, he'll help you out. Maybe.
A white chocobo at the end of the world.
There's nothing about this in any of the official scriptures of the Order. It's a local story, a superstition.
Even if it is, someone spoke to me. The voice was real, and it mentioned the Angel of Valhalla. I want to know who it was.
If you think that's what you need to do, then go ahead. You have a lead at least.
Right, a bad-tempered chocobo vet by the name of Dr. Ghazal. They said I could find him in Canopus Farms.
If you want to learn more about the Angel of Valhalla, you should speak to Dr. Ghazal of Canopus Farms.
I want to know more about the Angel of Valhalla.
Go away.
I heard you know things. The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead whence the chaos flows. Does that mean anything to you?
Great Etro's helm. Where did you hear those words? Who spoke them?
A young girl, but I never saw her.
A maiden's voice born on the wind. Yes, that's how I heard them too. So it would appear that she has spoken to both of us. Very well. I will share what I know. The angel is a tempestuous chocobo that lives in these plains. I myself have glimpsed the creature many times, but unfortunately have never succeeded in capturing him. It is said whoever can break him and ride him will become his master. But I've long since given up hope that it shall be me.
Nor me. I don't know anything about chocobos.
Don't rule yourself out, young lady. You may be the one. If you're telling the truth about the voice, that is. It's true, not everyone who hears the voice is the chosen one. But rest assured, the encounter will happen. The legends tell us that the Chocobo's chosen master will be led by the Chocobo to a certain place. I speak of that dread edifice whence the chaos emerges, the Temple of Etro herself.
You mean the one built into the cliff?
The very same. And deep below that sinister haven of destruction, an ocean of chaos royals, the great chaos of the stories.
What does that mean? Is it a different kind of chaos?
Alas, the legends give us few details. If you wish to find an answer to that question, you will have to seek the truth in the temple.
And to do that, I've got to find and tame the Angel of Valhalla.
Yes, indeed. But that, let me assure you, is no easy task. I have a couple of assistants who live here in the village. Talk to them, and they can give you advice about finding the Chocobo.
An ocean of great chaos buried beneath a temple. Do you think it could be true? Does the Order know anything about it?
No, I'd say it's likely they don't. That temple appeared here from the other world, from Valhalla itself. When it still stood in Valhalla, it was responsible for sealing away a power, the one...
Hey, don't step on the vegetables.
Sorry, I didn't mean to...
It's all right. No harm done. I was only warning you. I've just planted a whole crop of Gazal seedlings.
Right. Chocobo's favorite food.
Yep, and our bread and butter. My name is Sarala, by the way. This is our field. My father's and mine. We've always worked together. Nice to meet you and everything.
Something inside that temple is a source, the thing that created the chaos. 500 years ago, it let loose the chaos we see now, but it seems to have been dormant since then. No one knows why.
And you think it's waiting in the temple?
Hello there, stranger. Welcome to Canopus Farms. My name's Garrett. Guess you could say I run things around here. What can we do for you?
I've come to talk to your vet, Dr. Gazal.
Ah, got it. You want to know about the Angel of Valhalla, right? Well, Dr. Gazal's your man.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone tells me.
He's been chasing that white chocobo for over a century now. No one comes close to his passion and expertise. It's all he cares about since his daughter died.
What is it?
Ah, damn. I shouldn't have said anything about his daughter. It's not a secret or anything, but he really hates anybody talking about it. The doctor first came out here with his daughter. They planned to learn about the legend together. But about a century ago, she was killed while they were both out tracking chocobos. It was tragic. The doctor never really told the whole story of what happened. But after that, he threw himself even deeper into his research and work. Soon, it was all he cared about. But listen, promise me one thing, okay?
I won't let on that you told me. Don't worry.
Thanks. I'd appreciate it. I mean, everyone around these parts knows the story, of course, but he wouldn't like it if strangers started asking about his past. Anyway, if you're interested in seeing the legendary chocobo for yourself, Dr. Gazal is the man you have to talk to. They say he's seen the Angel of Valhalla more than a few times. At least a chocobo that looks just like it.
Sounds like he could help.
I'd bet my hunting bow on it. Well, may nature bless you.
What do you mean?
It's just a saying we have out here in the wildlands. It means good luck.
It's certainly possible. Perhaps this legendary chocobo will take you there.
Or maybe it won't. But excuse me, do you know anything about the Angel of Valhalla?
Do I? You're as smart as you look coming to me with that question. I'll have you know I am the oldest, yes, that's right, the oldest surviving student of the great Dr. Gazal himself. First, the basics. The legendary chocobo, the so-called Angel of Valhalla, is not a creature anyone can find just by looking for it.
Except, I'm guessing you're gonna tell me that you can.
Not quite, but I can tell you what the good doctor has told me. That angel is anything but angelic. It's a rough, wild beast. He deliberately seeks out his mortal foe, the Chocobo Eater. So you see, if you wish to find the white chocobo of legend...
I should find a Chocobo Eater.
Precisely. I knew you were smart. Now, the last sighting of a Chocobo Eater was in the City of Ruins. The ruins lie in grim terrain that stretches yonder to the east. But the Chocobo Eater is a fearsome beast. Be prepared for a fight.
If you want to find the prey, seek out the predator. It makes sense.
Would you like something? Welcome, traveler. Care to rest along?
A great city was once built here. For a while, it was the center of all human culture. It appears the ruins here are all that remain of it.
So was that our golden age? Well, judging by the state of it, it ended a long time ago.
The chaos that's destroying the world emerged right here in Wildlands. The initial flood of chaos devastated this entire...
Your part is over. So this is where it began. The beginning of the end.
Come, stay, friend. These lands are filled with dangerous beasts. What's more, a chocobo eater rampages in the east.
If a chocobo predator's out there, there must be chocobos too.
Oh, so you were seeking the wild chocobo. Normally, I would warn city folk from such folly, but you look capable enough. But know if you find yourself in trouble, return quickly to the high road. My people are there and will help.
Dr. Gazal talked about the great chaos beneath the...
I hope that I'm wrong about this, but I'd say that the force behind the world's destruction might be buried somewhere in that temple.
The unseen chaos. I came into contact with it just once. I still remember the feeling. It's not something that belonged in this world. It had to be stopped, and... It's the white chocobo. I found it.
He's injured. You have to help him.
Could be a problem. Light's too fast. Look at this. Why didn't he just run away? He's torn up pretty bad.
Perhaps he had to fight to protect something.
It's all right, little one. I'll help you. You're bleeding heavily. We have to stop it.
It's the white chocobo. What happened here?
He needs medical attention, and fast.
Right. I'll get the doctor. Yeah! Yep! Oh! It's even worse than I feared. Hey, help me get him to Canopus Farms, now!
Yes,
I won't
Doctor.
let him die. Of that you have the word of Dr. Gazal. Stop moving around! Quickly!
Hey, Hope. Do you really think that was a chocobo?
Why do you ask? It might be a subspecies, but it certainly looks like a chocobo to me.
Right, to me too. But the thing is, when I first saw it, I felt this weird familiarity.
You felt familiar with a chocobo? Maybe you just need a friend, Light.
Hey, I know what I felt. I'll follow the doc back to Canopus Farms.
Everything is fresh off the farms.
I'm sorry. Dr. Gazal's in surgery right now and can't be disturbed. You'll have to wait here.
Some fresh water. Yeah. Okay, good.
As I stood there, watching the doctor try to save the chocobo's life, I knew this was no ordinary animal.
All right. Good. Good, that's it.
Not only because of the legend, I felt a connection, as if we'd fought together.
There, that's it. Easy.
But why? It made no sense.
All right.
Hang on.
It's all over. You can come see for yourself.
Light, what about the chocobo? Do you want...
Is he all right?
His wounds are cleaned and dressed, but he's still dying.
Can't you help?
Listen to me. He's half-starved. If he is to recover, he needs nutrients, vitamins, protein. But no matter what we do, we can't make him eat.
Is he that weak?
It's not a question of being weak. He's too proud. That's the problem. We've tried everything to coax him, but he simply won't accept any food from humans. The fool beast just glares at us.
That pride will kill him.
Such a stubborn bird can be none other than the Angel of Valhalla. The only human the angel will bow to is the one he recognizes as master. Perhaps he will obey you. Try it. Offer him this.
Light, it might be the chocobo's only...
Is this all right?
Well, it looks like he recognizes you as his master. As long as we keep providing him with feed, he should recover. I say we, but of course I mean you. He will not accept help from anyone else. He has to be your responsibility and yours alone.
If I do it, will he recover?
I would bet my reputation on it. This is the bird of legend. You're destined to ride him to the fountainhead of the chaos. But before you can do that, the bird needs to be fed.
So you said. Any hints? What kind of food should I give him?
I prescribe a balanced diet of Gizal greens, quality sheep's milk, and nutritional supplements. Ask the villagers if they have any greens or milk to spare.
Thanks to the doctor, the chocobo is out of immediate danger. But
You should feed that white chocobo of yours with some Gazal greens. Normally we have a full crop, but with Father away I have no fertilizer to grow more. That's the last one. But you can have it.
So now I have to play nurse to a giant bird. I'm telling you, it better be worth the trouble.
he'll become your steed.
My friend, we meet again. They tell me that the white chocobo is out of danger.
Yes, he's safe for now. Thanks to you. You brought the doctor just in time.
Lucky for us both. I'm glad we could save that magnificent animal. Now here, I give you this gift.
And not only that, if the legends are true, he'll be able to guide you to the temple of the goddess and the source of the great chaos.
We'll see. He'd better be useful. I was never one for keeping pets.
Somehow...
Hey, how's that bird doing? Of course, I speak of the white chocobo that you're caring for. Perhaps you would like to feed him some of this fortifying milk. The truth is, one of my regulars wanted it, but I just can't stand by seeing that poor creature suffer. You take it.
Would you like something?
Hello. Have you taken the time to speak to the villagers?
The villagers? Oh, right. They've been waiting for the chocobo to answer their prayers. And now he's here to do that. With the Savior's help.
Answer their prayers? Where'd you hear that? Don't tell me. You've been talking to Garrett, haven't you? It's true, he's the founder of the village, but a more indiscreet man I've never known. The fact is, we've all got our own scars. A man who wanders the world searching for a wife who everyone knows is dead. A man who still yearns for his life in the city. Folk who suffer anguish they cannot name. Garrett's taken it on himself to look after everyone and try to solve all their problems. But if you ask me, the burden he bears is too much for one man.
He seemed cheerful enough. Was that an act?
He's the last survivor of the intrepid band that founded this village. To him, we're all part of his family, and he's devoted his life to trying to keep Canopus Farms together. It's not an easy road he's chosen, and there've been plenty of sad times. But why am I burdening you with our tales of woe? I don't want you thinking you're responsible for having to save Garrett and the rest. You've done plenty for us just by finding the white chocobo. People here are more hopeful than I've seen in many a year. I reckon you've saved a soul or two. But even if nothing has really changed, you mustn't think our woes are your responsibility.
Oh, you should eat.
A bunch of fuss buckets, aren't they? The villagers, I mean.
Everyone's been very kind and helpful.
Well, you have to be out here in the wildlands. No one who tries going it alone survives very long. Just remember, if someone scratches your back, they'll expect some back scratching in return.
Drink this.
It's a unique specimen, without a doubt. But it needs to eat what other chocobos eat. Even a legend can't live on air and admiration.
Did you try offering him food again? Is he still refusing you?
Yes, we've tried. But he kicks up a fuss loud enough to scare the sheep in Arius. It's you or nobody.
I guess I'm stuck with him. Easy now.
Things have finally settled down. Have you had a chance to talk to everyone here at Canopus Farms? People here, they understand the importance of helping each other out. It's the only way to survive. As long as that chocobo keeps eating, he's bound to recover sooner or later. The problem is, he'll only accept food from your hand. He doesn't need any more surgery. And he won't accept food from me. So it looks like I've done all that I can for him. If you need any help or advice, talk to 13.
Whenever anyone tries to offer it something to eat, it refuses to take a single bite.
How does it look? Can you help the chocobo?
Well, the doctor says he's out of immediate danger, for now. But he needs quality fodder to get his strength back.
Why, that is good news. I suppose that means you'll be wanting lots of gazal greens then, won't you? I could give you lots normally, but we've just shipped off our latest harvest to the city, and we don't have any left.
So it's no use waiting for the next crop, right?
Actually, gazal greens ripen ever so fast. They spring out of the ground right before your eyes, if you have fertilizer, that is. Father went off to the woods to collect fertilizer, but he still hasn't returned. He's been gone for days.
But the woods aren't that far. Could something have happened?
He does it all the time. He wanders off without a word and leaves me alone. That's why I'm not so worried. I know he'll be back, eventually.
The least he could do is tell you where he goes. It's not right. Forcing you to put on a brave front and pretend you're not worried.
Oh, you could tell? Darn it. I try so hard to pretend it's perfectly normal that he just disappears. But the truth is, I'm scared to death about him.
And you have no idea where he goes? What's his name?
His name's Cole. He said he went to the woods to look for fertilizer. The Yog Woods, I mean. If you happen to see Father, would you tell him something?
If I find a farmer called Cole, I'll send him on home.
Father headed towards Yog, where the hunting woods lie. When you find him, tell him to bring some fertilizer home.
Hey, excuse me. You look like you can handle a weapon. Do you want to do me a favor?
Well, that would depend.
It's no big deal, it's just... I need proof that I slayed some monster. Tall order for me, easy enough for you. I'd make it worth your while, of course. So, what do you say?
What do I get?
Chocobo feed. Special stuff. The best around. Delivered fresh from Aria's farms. Sounds good, right?
You're in luck. Chocobo feed is exactly what I need.
Hey, that's the spirit. Thanks! That's everything I asked for. Now I can hold my head up proud when I return to Yog's village.
Are you gonna tell me what you need it for?
For my hunter's trial. See, I just joined the band, but I'm not officially one of the hunters. But I want to be, and fast. I've got to prove my worth by bringing back a piece of a monster. Proof of my prowess, they call it.
So, let me get this straight. You're gonna take what I collected as the proof? You just used me to cheat on the trial.
Cheating? Who said it was cheating? The rules say I can get the monster stuff by any means. That includes dealing. And there's nothing that says I can't enlist other people to help. Their trial is about who has the ability to survive. And wits are just as important as brawn. The only rule in the Wildlands is there are no rules.
Maybe that's enough to convince you, but if you're not cut out to be a hunter, you're just setting yourself up for trouble later.
I'm used to it. You know how many times I failed this test? 101. That's how many.
101?
I saw that look. You think I'm a loser, don't you?
No. I'm impressed, really. You did something few people can. To fail at something as often as you did, and still get back on your feet to try again, it's a rare quality. You have real perseverance, more than I have. Forget what I said earlier. I was wrong. You are strong enough. You've got the makings of a great hunter.
Now you're making me blush. I still can't shoot an arrow further than I can spit.
Maybe not, but you're going to be a hunter anyway. And yes, maybe it will take you 101 tries, but eventually you'll succeed and bring a monster down.
Woods. The thick, tangled foliage draws monsters who seek cover in the dark shadows. There's a village in the center of the woods, home to a band of hunters. For them, this is prime hunting ground. It's all too easy to become lost in here. Strange vines grow rapidly, covering the paths and blocking the way.
Are you the Cole who owns the field?
Hmm? Who told you that name? Where'd you hear it?
From Sarala at Canopus Farms. She told me that her father, Cole, left the village to collect fertilizer from the woods, but he didn't come back.
And so you thought I was this fertilizer seeker? Is that what you're telling me? Is that right?
You still haven't answered my question.
Sure enough. But why should I give you something for nothing? I say we, you and I, engage in some give and take.
You're not gonna answer me, are you?
Not until you do something for me. The fact is, I am looking for fertilizer, which doesn't make me that coal fella mind. Anyway, it's a big job, and I could do with some help. Nah, it's simple enough work. Anyone can do it. I've already found the stuff. It just needs gathering. I've marked the locations with a shovel. All you have to do is dig the stuff up and bring it to me.
I've done what you asked. Now tell me who you are.
Of course. I'm a man of my word, and I'll tell you what you want to know. You said you are looking for Sarala's father, a man called Cole? That's right, isn't it? Now listen carefully. The Cole you seek, well, the fact is he's already dead.
He is?
Yep, that's right. I was the one who found him. He was attacked by monsters. I ran to help, but by the time I reached him, it was too late.
I was standing here pondering how I was gonna break the news to Sarala when you came along with your questions. I feared if I told you what happened, you'd run straight off and tell Sarala.
She has to be told sometime. Or will you keep it a secret?
Of course not. I know I can't put it off forever as much as I'd like to. Now's the time. She needs to be told the truth. Plain and simple, with no sugarcoating. I think it'll be for the best. In the long run, leastways.
For the best, huh? Tell me, when you say it would be for the best, do you mean it would be the best for Sarala? Or are you talking about yourself?
What do you mean? Why, Sarala, of course. She's a strong girl. If you ask me, she'll do far better without her old man to burden her. Yep, she'll be able to move on, stand on her own feet, and live her own life.
All right. Well, in that case, let me tell her.
You'd really do that? I'd hate to drag a stranger into this.
Maybe a stranger is exactly who she needs to hear it from.
You might be right. Very well. I'll leave it in your capable hands. That fertilizer you collected, it was Cole who found it. So, why don't you take it to Sarala as a keepsake? Oh, and one more thing. Give her a message from Cole.
You spoke to him?
Yep, just before he died in my arms. The last thing he said was, dig next to the flower. You tell her that, in those exact words.
It's a hard story to swallow. But at the very least, he really cares about Sarala and what happens to her. I'll go back to Canopus Farms and tell Sarala the news.
Hey, first time in Yogd? My name is Darius. I like to keep on top of what's happening around here. This village is called Yogd. It's mostly hunters who live here. We survive by hunting monsters of all kinds. The people here may not look like much, but trust me, they know how to use a bow. Only the very best can join our band. We're a close-knit band of elite hunters, united by the dangers we face.